you have the courage? Or will you die a dreamer? Will you die on the verge and on the edge and in the land of coulda, woulda, and shoulda? Do you have the courage? I'm going to drop something on you. It takes courage to be successful. It is far easier not to be successful. Misery will always have company. Success breeds contempt. If you don't want to make waves, be mediocre. Be normal and fit in. And if you're more concerned about people than you are God, then neutralize everything He put in you. Just fit in with everybody else. Dress like them, walk like them, act like them, eat like them, go where they go, think like they think, do what they do. And once you've neutralized your uniqueness, you don't need courage. It takes courage to be different. It takes courage to go where you've never gone before. For some of you, it took courage to come to this conference. It takes courage to get you outside of the bar. It takes courage to be successful. It takes courage to win. People don't talk about people that don't win. If you win, they're going to talk about you. Do you have the courage to stand there though the storms keep raging and the people get to talking and you stand there and say, I've come too far to turn around? Do you have the courage? I'm going to say something to you. It takes courage to be exceptional. It takes courage to be wise. It takes courage to be rich. It takes courage to be educated. It takes courage to be knowledgeable. Because the moment you do, but you don't talk like, oh, you forgot where you came from. Look at you, it takes courage. And I'm just wondering, in this weak, watered down, mediocre society that we live in today, in this reality TV world we live in today, I'm wondering if there's anybody left that's got the courage to say, after all I've been through, and all my ancestors have been through, and all my parents have been through, I didn't come through all of that just to fit in with normalcy. I have the courage to go after my dream. Is there a woman left in this entire Coliseum that's got some?
I almost quit. I'm a country boy. I'm from West Virginia. I don't know nothing about this big time stuff. I never even asked to be big. I wanted to be effective, not famous. Famous is the consequences of being effective. I didn't know nothing about being famous and I didn't like it. And so there I was. And when you first knew, everybody attacks you first and figures you out later. And the first time I was in the Washington Post, the article was so vicious it made me nauseous. I was so shocked that you could say that stuff about somebody you didn't even know based on assumptions and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. They piece it all together and you don't get to say anything back. So I decided I don't want this. I was preaching for Pastor Bishop Donnie Mears and nobody knew it because preachers can override their feelings and function. I preached, the place was on fire, but inside I want to quit. I told God, I'm through with this. I'm not going through this. I don't need this. I don't need that. I'm a guy who likes to go get his own chicken wings. I don't have to have all of that stuff to be happy. So I said, I'm not doing this no more. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this because I don't need this and I didn't ask for this. I'm only doing this because of what happened in my life, of the circumstances that happened in my life. He put me on stage. I didn't ask for it. And when I saw how much it cost, I thought, you can have that right back here. You have that right back up in here. I don't need it. So I was mad inside and I was hurt. And I stayed up in the fellowship with the pastors because I didn't want to go back to my room and sulk in my own sorrows. And they said, there's a lady downstairs waiting to see you. The service was over and the fellowship was over. The pastor started to leave. I was trying to outwait her. I thought she'd give up and leave. And when I finally came down the steps, she was there. And she was just a willowy, bit of a woman. And she said, Bishop Jakes, she said, I've been in the hospital. She said, I was pregnant in my fallopian tubes, and the baby died in my tubes, and I was carrying around a dead baby, and the toxicity from the baby almost killed me. And she said, the only thing that kept me alive was hearing you preach. She said, if you hadn't been preaching to me every day, I swear I would have died. And then she looked at me and she said, it's for us. It's not for them. It's for us. It hit me so hard. I didn't even get her name. I got in the car and cried all the way back to my room because she reminded me why I was there. Last week when I texted you, I was up in Baltimore in D.C. and I was doing a book signing. And this woman came up to the table to buy sword. She said, you don't remember me, do you? I said, no. She didn't even look like the same person. She's all dressed up and gained weight. She felt like she wanted to say. She said, I met you in the bottom of Donnie Mears church years ago, and I burst into tears. I lost it. I stopped the signing, and I jumped up and hugged her. If it were not for that woman.
Find somebody you don't know and hug them and say, I believe God for your miracle tonight. I believe God for your miracle tonight. I believe God for your miracle tonight. I believe in...
Do you have the courage? TD Jakes asked in that video. He says, do you have the courage to step into your dreams? Right now, the world needs more peace. It needs more peace that comes from strength and courage. You see, the world needs more of you, those that can walk without fear and without shame. And see, to be able to walk without the fear, without the shame, to be able to walk with strength, to be able to walk with courage, it comes from one place. It comes from knowing that you're not alone. You see, when I step into this studio, when I start my day, when I go live on this show, I have strength and I have courage because I know even if I can't see you in my phone, even if I can't see you on the screen, even if I don't see you in the room, I know that you're there. I know that I'm not alone. You, my friend, are not alone. You are a child of God, the God of the universe, the God who made everything. And if you read this quote that Christy put in the book, it says, be strong and courageous. Do not be terrified. Do not be discouraged. And then it says it right here. It says it right here. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. You're not alone. You're not going through any of this alone. The Lord your God will be with you wherever you go as his child. Isn't that incredible? Listen, see, when you start to walk in your purpose from within, knowing that you're not alone, when you start to make sure that all of your actions are advancing, they're advancing you mentally, physically, and spiritually, but then also knowing that you're not alone. When you're able to do those two things, walk in purpose with promotion, with a knowledge that you're not in it by yourself. It's not just necessarily about you or for you, but he is with you. You will find strength and you will find courage. And that's what we need right now, is more people with strength and courage so that you can go out there and make a massive impact on your friends, on your family members, on your coworkers. Shoot, when you step into your strength and your courage, it makes a massive impact on me.